Her mission is to motivate, educate, and empower you to live life filled with passion, purpose, and a personal power. She is a mother of four, a speaker, educator, author, and transformation coach. She said, I realized that my purpose in life was to help others transform their lives from their current situation to their desired destination, leading to the creation of Hot Coaching and Hot Girls. Without further ado, welcome to our show, Coach Angel Richards.
Hello,
Richards,
hello. Yes, how are you?
I am outstanding today on this Super Bowl Sunday.
Yes.
Now, I always find, let's get into the questions here. I always find it incredibly enriching and powerful when someone dedicates their life to mentoring and coaching others. So for those listeners who this may be the first time hearing you, tell us of your incredible journey that has led you to become the person you are today.
Well, it all started a long time ago. I know that sounds so cliche, but it really did. In life, I've went through lots of challenges and been through many things, ups and downs. The good and bad has all created me to be who I am. And I grew up, very average, went through some states where we were very, very poor. We lived in the projects and trailer parks and things like that. But my mom, she always instilled in me that no matter where we lived, it wasn't the people or it wasn't the place, it's the people. So she always reminded me that no matter where we live, that I need to make sure that I'm representing her well and who I was. And so despite all the situations and things that we went through, I've always tried to maintain a positive a positive attitude and outlook on life. And, as I grew older, I went through a lot of challenges. I was raped at an early age. I was abused in a relationship. And so a lot of those things truly broke me down to the point where I had completely lost myself. I just really didn't know who I was. I was broken, financially. I was literally broke, but I was just a broken person. And, I realized that this isn't the person that my mom raised me to be. This isn't the woman that God created me to be. I know it can't be. So I just had to start really looking deeper within myself, not on the surface, but looking deep within myself and asking myself, who am I and why am I here? Because a lot of times we forget to look at why we're where we're at and the role we played in it. So I had to look at myself and figure out, why I was in the situation that I was in. Why was I tolerating and living the life that I was living? And as I was going through that process, that's where the whole clutter to clarity came from, because I went from clutter mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. I went from clutter to clarity, realizing that I had so much more to offer, that I had dreams and goals, and that I can do all of those things if I could get myself out of that hole, if I could just dig myself out of the hole and get out of the slump that I had gotten myself into. And, slowly but surely, just being dedicated, building my faith and my spirit, I really worked hard to achieve the things that I truly desired in life. And it takes time. It was a process, but I'm here now. And I just thank God that despite whatever happened in the past, that it didn't determine what my future would be like.
And we're definitely going to delve a little closer into the clutter to clarity. But I know you've combated physical and mental abuse. I want to ask, how does a woman work through those fears of self-hate caused by such abuses to climb back to the top of her game?
Well, it really takes some time to getting to know who you are. I think as women, we really are nurturers. We, cater to our children and our men and our family members and wherever we're working at, to our employers and employees. We really focus on everyone else, and we lose sight of self. We lose sight of who we are, and in that retrospect, you start to forget about all the things that you want, that you desire. And being in an abusive relationship and having someone to either physically or mentally abuse you, it's just going to break you down even further. It's just like literally knocking you steps further away from your dreams, and you start to just lose sight. You get so far pushed down and away that you forget what it is that you want. And as a woman, you just have to get in tune with yourself and start to realize that, hey, I'm my own person, that this person doesn't make me who I am. I was a person before they came along, so I'm still that same person, and start to realize that you can't allow the relationships and the abuse, no matter which form it comes in, to take away from who you are. And I think that we just get so caught up in love, in the relationships, and giving and trying to make it work. We're very good at overlooking things and, ignoring the red flags that are there, putting ourselves in very vulnerable situations. And we have to just start to realize that once you do that and you're in a relationship where you're being abused, no matter what form it is, that you're going to have to come out of that, and it's not going to be easy. So if you could avoid it, that would be the best. But unfortunately, just as women, as I said, we're very nurturing, and we just tend to think we can fix things. So we get into these situations that we have to build ourselves back up, and it can be done. I know many women that have been through what I've been through, and they were able to overcome, and they were able to build themselves back up. It's just going to take a lot of hard work, being very disciplined, being very determined and decisive. One of the things that I teach my clients is to be decisive. If you don't want this relationship anymore, if you don't want to be abused and hurt anymore, if you are tired of fighting, make the decision to walk away. You have to make the decision to let it go if you truly want to become that woman that you desire to be, or get back to that woman that you were before all of this took place. You just really have to become more decisive, because it will break you down. The longer you stay, the further down you're going to get, and the longer it's going to take you to climb back up to the top. However, as long as you keep pressing forward, you can make it back up.
Well,